Paige, Kaitlyn has deferred to you guys a lot since she's been here. It seemed like today was the first time she really just was more assertive offensively. How much does you guys when she takes that kind of mindset?
Yeah, I think it just brings a different element to our team. It's hard coming in here as a transfer, trying to find her way. She was a scorer at Princeton, and she facilitates a lot here. But just to do a mixture of both, we want her to be aggressive, we want her to look to score. It'll open up everything else, and it'll make teams guard her and guard everybody on the floor. So for her to continue to keep doing that, that's what we need from her, and what we need to be our best as a team.
Then what have you felt most comfortable in the system?
I feel like just getting to my pull-up. I haven't really looked for it much this year, but once I've started looking for it more and just like having the confidence of my teammates having my back and knowing that definitely helps.
Kaitlyn, Coach talked a little bit the other day about how you guys simplified the playbook a bunch over the last couple of days. Just can you talk a little bit about what that's done for you guys as a group and kind of how you saw that open things up for you today?
I feel like it's helped us flow really well within our offense. We're getting a lot of touches. We're just moving the ball super well from side to side and getting a lot of open shots. So it's definitely helped a lot.
Paige, how helpful is it when you guys are on the perimeter shooting, when you have such a force like Sarah Strong inside taking over in the paint?
Yeah, it just makes teams have to guard inside and out. And a lot of times Sarah can score on anybody one-on-one, so it causes people to have to double her, which then leaves somebody else open, and just continue to, like I said before, have to guard everybody and worry about everybody out there on the floor if there's not a person that they can't guard. So it definitely helps just opening. I think we like to play inside and out, so having that presence there is huge.
KK, what did you just learn from playing with Kaitlyn so far?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
What have you learned from playing with Kaitlyn so far?
Just like her aggression, the way she finds her spots. Like she said, she's been more assertive, and as you guys see tonight, her finding her shot, her pull up, and everything like that. So just looking at that, but also the type of leader she is, kind of the way she runs a team, when she's out there calling the play, know which one play to call, and defensive energy is something that I really look at and look up to her for.
Paige, played 12 players 2 games in a row, and I think it's been like 6 years since it had happened, except for 1 game, during your career that you've been here. I'm just wondering, how does that affect you, as much as you want to play 40 minutes? How does that affect you, getting a couple extra minutes off? When you think long term as you go on, you're at midway and point of the season. How do you feel physically, and does it help you, both physically and mentally, that you don't have to play 40 minutes, that you have teammates that can step up for you?
Yeah, definitely as a competitor, you want to play 40 minutes, you want to play the entire game, but having gone through that and having experienced that and having only, 7 available players, we'd much rather be in a situation where we are in today, where we have depth and we have people who come off the bench and provide a spark, energy, scoring. And you don't have to play 40 minutes. You might not even have to play 20. I think that's just what this team is about. Everybody being selfless, being able. A lot of us who played here last year have sacrificed minutes, sacrificed playing time. But that's what this team is all about. And I would say it's a much better situation for us long term as well, in terms of being our best when at the most important time. I'd rather take this.
You had 14 points in the first quarter today. What do you feel like has allowed you to start so hot this year? Is it a change in mindset or anything for you?
Yeah, I definitely think a change in mindset. Also just reading what the defense is doing, how they're playing, but starting off the game with an aggressive mindset sets the tone for the rest of the team and how we want to start games. And then, just continue from there after the strong start.
Anyone else with student athletes?
Paige, do you feel like you've just found the perfect balance in your game between the scoring and the assist? The last few games you've just been outstanding, efficient in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, each game calls for its own sort of recipe and how you want to play it. But again, I think starting off the game aggressive, looking to score, opens up everything else for my teammates, and my ability to assist and pass and get others involved. So again, a mix of finding that perfect balance.
Avery and then Maggie.
Paige, so Aubrey came back from her injury on Sunday, and she's been kind of getting back into the game little by little. What sort of void do you think she will fill in the lineup as she starts to gain more minutes and get more reps in as the season goes on?
I think the best thing about Aubrey is her defensive versatility. I think she can guard 1 through 5. And again, with just getting more reps, getting more comfortable, and finding her way back. It's tough coming back from injury, let alone mid-season in the middle of conference play, finding her way. But we know she's going to do it. We have full confidence in her. So I think that's the biggest thing that Aubrey can bring.
Okay, you guys faced great next on Saturday. I don't know if you had time to watch them yet, or what are your impressions so far?
They're a great team, honestly, defensive-wise as well. We kind of match up well with them in terms of the sets they run, kind of a lot of sets, a lot of communication on our end in terms of the defensive style, and just kind of back and forth ball, pushing up the ball and everything like that. So I feel like it'll be a great game, and of course we're gonna learn about the next couple of days doing scout and different things like that.
One more. Like, show of hands up there who wanted to see Paige get that triple double. Paige, you looked up and you saw you almost had it. How much did you want that triple double? You want a couple more minutes in that game?
Just wanted to win.
Really?
Thanks, everyone.